If you think there's a setting or an AI hack that's gonna get your channel to 10K a month, I'm sorry to tell you this, but you're being lied to. See, there's only one way to the top of this game, and as basic as it is, everyone seems to gatekeep. The crazy thing is, it doesn't matter the platform, it's guaranteed to work 100% of the time. I mean, it even works for long form and short form. My name is Daniel, and I've been making content for over a decade, literally since I was 13, but it wasn't until 2 years ago where I started making actual consistent income. See, last year alone, I did over 100 million views on just one account. And that wasn't by doing something like YouTube automation. I couldn't believe I finally cracked the code, and when I did, I had this weird realization like, it was that easy. If you're like me and you spend hundreds of hours desperately searching the internet, trying new channels, painfully perfecting videos, and it still feels like nothing's going right for you, well, that's the exact reason I made this channel. See, as a 13-year-old boy, I dreamed of becoming a YouTuber, but unfortunately for so many years, I was sold a lie, and that hurt. But now I've created my own 3 easy steps, and it couldn't be more clear. Look, I'm not gonna lie to you, I'm not a millionaire, but I'm definitely very comfortable, and I know that's what most people want. Okay, so what is this so-called secret? Well, before I tell you, I need you to promise to yourself that you won't get offended, because what I'm about to say sounds pretty dope. Simply said, long-term high-quality video. I get it, but it sounds simple and stupid, but just trust me. The only way to truly do well on any platform is to take these 3 easy steps. Choose a niche you have an interest in, researching your competition, and creating a high-quality video. It's that simple. I know a lot of you think you know these 3 steps, but you clearly don't, because if you did, you wouldn't be watching this video. This all sounds very basic, but that's exactly why people fail. So let's quickly break it down. Choosing a niche you have an interest in. I'd estimate this is where 90% of people fall. Choosing a niche can be extremely difficult, and most people spend too much time trying to decide things like what's going to make me the most money, what's going to get me the most views, or even what's the easiest to make videos for. But by the time you've done all this research, you've killed all motivation to start. But while looking at what you already enjoy gives you 2 insane advantages, and the second one will be the reason you get to 10K followers faster than any other niche. The first advantage is literally how easy it is to choose something you like. Most people are interested in 1 to 3 things passionately, and if you're lucky, you'll be interested in more. The internet has changed a lot in the past few years. It used to be that everyone saw the same viral videos, but now we all have our own private echo chambers. Yes, we might see some of the same content our friends see, but if you compare feeds, they're completely different. And that's awesome for people like us. That means niches you might think are small, like pen reviews, actually get millions of views a month, because these are cult-like fans who in the normal world might seem strange or different, now finally have a community to relate to and enjoy their interests with. I'm sure as I'm saying this, you might think of a channel or an influencer you already know, and they've also used the second advantage to get to where they are today. I've talked about the time you save and researching to find the best niche, but by choosing a niche you're already interested in, you'll already have the knowledge to start straight away. For example, I didn't have to do any research for this video. By having made thousands of videos over the past 10 years, I have all the knowledge I need to start, and you will too. Chances are you already consume content from this niche, and you have a good idea of what's right and what's wrong. For example, if I made a channel around architecture, I'd have to research for hours just to ensure that I knew what I was talking about, and that could take months. But by starting with a niche you already know, you've passed 99% of people who are busy researching their niche, and this allows you to get started on part 2 of the method, researching competition. This has to be the most underrated part of this whole video, so if you're not already, start taking notes. Knowing what's already going viral will be the blueprint for 1, how to go viral yourself, and 2, where other creators are standing out and how you can apply that to your own videos, which in turn makes you better. I found the best way to start a channel is to look at all the viral videos in your niche and simply copy them. I'm not saying steal word for word, because that's just scummy. What I mean when I say copy is to search for viral content in your niche that's already proven. This can be a video, a photo, or even just a tweet. Then by using what makes that piece go viral, create your own content. The best example I have is from a video I did on one of my accounts. I saw this clip of a football player returning from having cancer. It was super emotional and went pretty viral. So I asked myself, how can I use this to make a great video? So I did some research into the clip and the player. I then did a story piece about what happened on the lead up to this clip. That video went on to do over 10 million views across that account's socials, all from me seeing that one clip. And the best part about this is the more and more you do this, the more your mind starts to shift to be able to create viral content out of nothing. You'll have already seen how it works multiple times, but that shift does take time and a lot of practice. I've already planned a video around this whole part of the method, so make sure you drop me a sub so you took this back. Finally, and probably the hardest of all these steps, creating high quality videos. Firstly, I want to say this doesn't mean having a ton of editing with awesome effects and ridiculous visuals, because as much as people think that's high quality, it's just not. What I mean when I say high quality is best said like this. Would you enjoy watching your own video so much that you would follow yourself based off that one single video? These days, it's rare that you'll see one video from a creator and follow them straight away. By providing a lot of quality and or entertaining so much that someone will follow you based off that one video, you'll see unimaginable growth. So how do we do this? Well, first, going back to part 2 of the method, you can look at other creators in your niche. What videos stand out to you and why? Then by using all that information, you can literally mash them together to find your own style. But be careful, this doesn't mean researching for hours and hours to create the best style possible. Do 30 minutes of research, then start. The only way you will develop a style of high quality videos is by uploading as much as possible. Gradually, you'll see things in yourself that you like and dislike. And somewhere around 30 to 60 videos, you'll find the sweet spot. It might sound like a ton, but if I told you if you upload 60 videos and on the 61st video, you're guaranteed to go viral, you'll get those 60 videos out as quickly as possible. And now I'm telling you that provided you try to get better with each video, you'll 100% go viral before 60 videos. And honestly, probably before 30 if you're all in. So you've made it this far. What are you going to do with all this information you've learned? Don't be like the rest, take action.